Hi everyone, this is Heath the Master Healer coming to you guys with a quick explanation of witchcraft in tennis. In women's tennis, plays a lot. You guys who've been following this channel for a while, a lot of times I've been trying to tell you guys I've been wanting to do this video. I finally get the chance to do this video. I think today's July the 27th. Yeah, today's July the 27th, 2021. Finally get a chance, and we're gonna talk about witchcraft in tennis, women's professional tennis. And I've been wanting to do this video for a while. So definitely when I look at tennis now, especially you have a lot of young black women coming up, especially after Serena Venus was dominating the tennis world. What I've noticed, I've been wanting to do this video for a while, just finally get time, is that a lot of times more people don't understand. I'm gonna do next video. I'm gonna do talking about in the NBA too. It goes on in the NBA, and I'm gonna bring it to you guys' attention. I told you guys it goes on in the music industry. Let's say that you're an artist, you're trying to pop. Some people can hold you down so that you do not be successful. It's the same thing in tennis. A lot of these young tennis players now that I see, a lot of times, like you notice with Serena Williams, especially Serena Williams, she been chasing after a 24th or 25th Grand Slam, something like that, and she been chasing after Steffi Graf record, maybe for the most Grand Slam wins. If you notice, the minute she been trying to chase after the Grand Slam, she always keep coming close now. Close enough, she'll be in the finals. You see that couple finals, well, especially the US Open in Queens, couple times that happen every September, like late August into September every year. You see a lot of times that with Serena, she always comes up short. And a lot of times that the reason why that is that a lot of our opponents in tennis, they've been trying to hold her down for her to really to break this record. And I see it happening too with a lot of the young black superstars coming up. You see that with Coco Gauff. You see that with what's her name, one of the next young black girls who was coming out. I think she'll win one US Open. Her name is Sloane, something Sloane. Yeah, she also too. I see a lot of gypsy magic, a lot of gypsy spells that they put on these young ladies and them, so that they could mess with their confidence, mess with their mental health, and also too is to mess to hold them down. So if you're looking at tennis now, pay attention, especially go back to like 2018 to some of these big name, especially the young black coming up. They're gonna have a hard time, and a lot of them I see out there, they don't have any protection. They have the money, they have the resources, but they're not spending money on spiritual protection, because a lot of them don't understand in these games. I see a lot of these professional tennis, especially some of these European tennis players, a lot of them, they have the people using gypsy magic. And a lot of them come from European countries. A lot of people not paying attention to the countries some of these tennis players are coming from. You gotta pay attention where they're coming from, and you going up against them. So let's say Serena Williams now is playing in a final. Serena Williams is playing in a final, and we want Serena to lose the match. People can do witchcraft in order to make Serena get injured like that, especially if she do not have any type of protection. You see that with a lot of matches with some of these big name players. It happened a lot of times, but some of you guys not paying attention and thinking this is just a joke. Now, I'm not saying that some of these young girls cannot beat Serena, but some matches that I see spiritually with my own two eyes, where I see where things went haywire spiritually, that would help her, because they do not want Serena to break these records. I'm telling you guys, that's why you see a lot of times in the media, they keep saying, oh yeah, she should retire. Why she should retire? She should retire because they don't want her to break these records. You see that with Tiger Woods in tennis. You see he gets in the accident, but when the car just take over, That's how them spirit. That's how the spirits operate. Somebody send you. Somebody know what they're doing, and they pay somebody some big money to send a spiritual blow for you. You might be driving down with a car one day just like that. You might be under no kind of medication or anything like that, and just so it's like something just take the wheel and just take over. I see it happen many times. I've seen it happen already in my lifetime. I see where even sometimes I see cars park up. Where I've seen where it happen many times, where sometimes freak accidents happen. Some people might call it freak accident, but sometimes things happen in a way where sometimes the spirit take over a situation. I've seen it happen many times with some people happen to be a freak accident. I see one time where somebody had a car in a garage, and all of a sudden just so the car was on, the car started up for itself just like that and pinned the person against the wall just like that. I'm telling you. You understand what I'm saying? No? Things like that just happen. Same thing with Tiger Woods. They don't want him to dominate because the man was dominating all them time. They have to get rid of him. They'll get rid of him spiritually. And as I say, we're gonna talk about golf. I told you guys a couple months ago we're gonna talk about golf. We're gonna talk about the NBA. I have to talk about the NBA. But in tennis, it goes on a lot more than you guys to see the eyes, especially with the women tennis players, because you have more women who are minorities in the game now. They don't want some of these women who you're playing against. They're doing witchcraft for some of these women to lose the games. It's not like they can't lose. I've seen it. I've seen many times. And I tell you guys, I've been wanting to do this video for months now. I just didn't have the time. Been busy doing a lot of healing work. But I had to do it now. Especially with Naomi Osaka. As I say, Naomi will be okay. Whoever is advising Naomi, I see that they made some mistakes. And things kind of blow back with her, but they do not want Naomi to be like the next Serena now. They do not want her to dominate. So what they would, the biggest mistake I'd said, Naomi Osaka, is by the mistake that I see that she should have never let her enemies know that she's suffering from any type of mental health now. That's the biggest mistake this young lady could use. And whether it's real or not, that's not me to judge, but I think it was the wrong choice, because a lot of people use mental health. Some people using it to get out of certain situation. I see that with a lot of celebrities now. I'm not saying that Naomi is using that as an excuse. I'm not here to trash her or anything like that. As I say, I mean, I always like her. I have nothing against her, and if I see something is going to happen, or something that thing, I'm going to say it. I'm going to put it out there in the universe, and you guys can't say I didn't say it. You understand what I'm saying? No? Yeah. But I think she make a big mistakes, and if I was her spiritual advisor, Naomi Osaka, I would take the rest of the year off and start back in spring. If she come back in spring, I see that she will be better off, Naomi Osaka. If she come back in spring, things will work better for her. Regroup. Take a little time off, take a break, because I see that these media personalities, you see these media personalities now. You see that Piers Morgan. I predict about Piers Morgan. He will be constantly attacking a lot of people. I see that in a couple of times in my blogs about Piers Morgan and all these stuff. They like to go after minorities, and that's how they get the shock job. You see that with Megyn Kelly was trying to call out Naomi Osaka. As I say, all of these big name white people in the media, they like to use shock jock gotcha stuff to say, so that they can stay relevant now. And the problem that I see, that especially I think some of us black men, we need to speak up more. You see, the last time when people was going hard at when Oprah and Gayle King was going after hard at Russell Simmons, you find a lot of people, you see a lot of celebrities run to Russell Simmons' defense, and they was going hard at Gayle King and all that stuff, had Gayle all shook. But the thing is about it is that I'm not seeing these same black celebrity men. They should be going after some of these white people. But as I say, if Naomi Osaka had me or some other right spiritual person, she would have been able to take care and get some spiritual justice for some of these stuff that people trying to come after her to mess with her. And that is why you see I always tell you guys I love Beyonce. Nobody ain't coming for Beyonce like that, because at the end of the day, the career might before in a couple of months time you see the career will be done, because that's how you roll. You don't have to respond. I always tell people that when somebody come for you, you don't have to respond to them. You respond back quietly. You don't have to tell them anything, you know. And that's how I always roll on. I always tell people that you don't have to respond back. You know, you find out who it is, and you give them some spiritual justice. You know, I believe in spiritual justice, and I always tell everybody out there, whether it's an artist, a celebrity, whether it's a tennis player, basketball player, you have to have your spiritual goon squad, you know, to go after people, because people want to come and test you. And sometimes cease and desist letters and lawsuits, nah, that's waste of time sometimes, you know. And sending cease and desist, no. You know, you get the right spiritual team, nobody will be able to mess with you. And that is what people need to understand. Everybody needs to have a spiritual team. Whether it's Naomi Osaka, whether it's Serena, whether it's whatever it is, I have seen where black people, especially black women, been trashed over and over, and nobody's coming to the defense to protect them, really spiritually, mentally, physically. We just leaving them to hang out to dry. You understand what I'm saying? No? And this is some of the things that I don't like, and this is why I create this channel. You understand what I'm saying? No? To give you guys tips, to give you guys heads up, and to point out certain things that I see spiritually that is going on. You guys know I don't make up stuff. Pay attention to Serena, pay attention to Tiger Woods, and pay attention to some of these basketball players. You see, every time when playoffs start, you see they keep getting injured. There's a reason why they keep getting injured, and I'm going to talk about that in the next video, especially the basketballers. A lot of these people in them have a lot of hex, a lot of gypsy spells put on them. That's why they can't win. A lot of times you see these guys getting injured a lot of times. And the reason why is that people put in spells on them so they could get injured all the time. They don't want them to win. You see, I see that a lot of times. I talk about that in Tiger Woods situation in golf. As I say, I mean, it goes on a lot of times for you guys least paying attention. And we have to protect these young, like Coco Gauff, Naomi Osaka, and these young tennis players coming up, especially the minority ones. We have to protect them spiritually, mentally, physically. They have to get a spiritual team. That's the only way that's going to survive, because these media personalities are out to break them mentally. And Naomi Osaka, the biggest mistake she made was letting people know that she's anxious. She's saying, you do not let your enemies know your weakness. They're going to keep using it all the time to mess you up, because they don't want you to dominate. They want to see the one people dominate. And this is not the racism, this is the truth. And I mean, you know, Serena and Venus was dominating for years. So these young ones coming up now, trying to do like Serena and Venus, they're not having that. So they're going to break you guys. They're going to break these women mentally. You understand what I'm saying? No? They're going to put pressure on them and break them. And some of these young sports players, and the females especially, they have to be careful. Some of them need to have the right type of protection. So when these people talking reckless and trying to mess with them mentally in the media, you want to be able to have your spiritual goon squad to go after them, because that is the only way that they will learn and understand. You understand what I'm saying? You come after me, you come after my family, whatever it is. We come after you through spiritual justice. You know what I mean? So you don't have to threaten anybody. You don't have to tell anybody anything. You come after me. You want to be reckless? We coming after you. You understand what I'm saying? And you go after which is the love the most. That is how I want to see my people respond. Stop responding back to Twitter and all these things. No, you come after me. You're talking reckless. Guess what? That will be the first and the last time somebody will be talking reckless, if that was my client or one of my family members. That is how people need to understand. You fight fire with fire. You have to be gangster. You have to be bold. and you can't be Sophie, you can't be have your hair down. No, you can't be like that. People are gonna test you. You understand what I'm saying now? And these are the things. And give Serena and the Williams sisters, I respect them 1,000%. Venus and Serena. I can't wait to see the show with Will Smith coming up soon with Serena and Venus. And the Williams sisters, man, they went through the most horrific piece of racism I ever see in this country. I tell you, them two sisters, man, they went through some stuff, and still to this day, they still go through a lot of stuff, especially Serena. You know what I'm saying? But when you look back and see what these women went through for black women, my poor is raised, man. You know what I'm saying? No? They went through some stuff, and still they doesn't get the credit. They're always trying to still be accepted. No. And this is one of the reasons why I created this channel, for people to help my people and who need help and who been bullied out there. I don't care who he is. You understand what I'm saying? No? You guys need to use all your skills, your spiritual skills, and everybody, I don't care who he is, make sure. You don't have to be me. This is not about me. I'm just telling you guys, each one of you guys out there need to have all your spiritual team. You understand what I'm saying? No? That's why it's an old saying, a monkey know what tree to climb up. Some people know who to pick on. And some of these media personalities, some of you guys out there have to go after them spiritually in order to get justice, because otherwise they will never stop. And that is how you get them. You understand? You don't have to threaten nobody and tell them this and then tweeting back. And no. Nobody ain't tweeting. No, you want to talk reckless? No, let's wait before the month up, or 90 days time, or a few weeks time. Let's see all the amount you have. That is how you roll. I tell all you guys that in life you cannot be cheap when coming to certain things. You understand what I'm saying? No? You have to protect yourself spiritually. I told you guys that. Scroll down on my videos. You have to protect your car. You have to protect your home. You have to have your spiritual alarm system for your home. You have to protect yourself spiritually. You have to have certain stuff. You know, some of you guys might have all your cross and all that stuff. That cross is not enough. You need more than that to save you. And the higher you go, you see more problems. People are gonna come at you. You know what I'm saying? The bigger you are, you're gonna get more spiritual attack. They're gonna mess with your head. They'll try to send you crazy. And this is what I see that been happening in tennis for a while. I just wanted to bring it to your attention. It goes on a lot of time. If somebody want to take out any one of these little young black chicks, want to mess with their head mentally, they want to make them get an injury, you can do that if they know what they're doing. A lot of times I'm telling you guys, a lot of witchcraft is between Serena. That is why they don't want her to dominate, to break this record. That's why she's been coming up short. It's not like she couldn't win them games. These young girls, yes, they're good, but I am telling you guys, I'm seeing what I'm seeing spiritually, and I hope that they really get it together. And as I say, they need protection. And this is something I just want to say. These young ladies need spiritual protection, because they're out to destroy them mentally, physically, everything. They don't want them to dominate. That's why a lot of injuries will be getting, and they will mess with the head. And Naomi Osaka, she should have never say that she's suffering from mental health. They're going to keep using that. They're going to say a lot of stuff. And she's a Libra. You see that with Cardi B. You see that with Naomi Osaka. You can see she's very sensitive. She studies what people think a lot. And that is one of the things that I see. And the minute she keep responding to them, that is the biggest mistake she make. You have to do like Oprah. You have to do like Beyonce. You just let slide. You know what I mean? You deal with things on a different level. You don't respond to them. The minute people know they have you, they're going to keep coming all the time. I always say that. You see something Cardi B, you're pregnant. You see Cardi B talking and responding. No, you let your spiritual goons respond. I always tell people that. You don't have to respond. If your name is Cardi B, what I am responding for? You hire a spiritual team. You have a lot of big name artists. I'm not going to call their name. They have their own spiritual team. That is why they stay on top. You understand what I'm saying? No? That is why they stay successful. Because they have people behind the scenes protecting them that you guys don't see. And that is how I'm telling you guys out here. I don't want nobody come to me. What I'm trying to say, you guys, find all your own spiritual team. That is how you will get protected, and people won't be able to be talking reckless about you and your family and your kids in the media. Whether it's a blogger, whether it's anybody come after you, any writer, anybody, you can crush them. You understand what I'm saying? No? And that is the way you have to go. That's how we do it. People in Africa, people in the Caribbean, people in South America, people in India, people in certain parts of the world. That's how they operate. They don't wile you. You guys tweeting and going back and forth. No, nobody have time of that. So peace, love, and blessings. I just wanted to say that quick about witchcraft and tennis. It happens a lot of time. I see it with my own 2 eyes. And until these young ladies, until we have to protect them spiritually, mentally, physically. And you guys keep praying for these young ladies. And I hope that they understand this, and I hope that they see it, this video, and I hope that they get the type of protection, and I hope that they all have their own spiritual people around them to protect them, because there's a lot of witchcraft I see personally that goes on in tennis to hold down some of these players for them to not dominate like how Serena and Venus is. And these young players coming up, they're going to mess them up spiritually, mentally, and physically. And if they do not get the right type of protection and have the right team around them, they will not survive. You understand? They will make their little money, but they're not going to be winning like how Serena and Venus and them winning, like how they was winning all these Grand Slams. They're out to break these women and them. So I'm just bringing it to you guys' attention that the plan is to break these young ladies and them, not have them like Serena and them dominating like before. No. They want to see the one people. The best way, the best advice that if Naomi Osaka listening to this, she needs to take a break. I see that if she take a break for the rest of the year, I know most likely she might try to come out for the US Open. I don't want to say anything because, as I say, I don't want to put her business out there. I don't want to say anything for enemies to know. But if I was her, I would have taken a rest for the rest of the year and come back out for spring. She would be in a better position mentally, physically, and she'll be able to regroup and see what's working, what's not working, and she'll be okay. But if she rushed back off for the US Open, I don't want to say anything, but I'll just leave it at that. Peace out. You guys will be hearing more from me soon. So that is the message I just want to say and talk about that I wanted to say. And you guys will see and pay attention to these young ladies and then pray for them. I tell you guys, they want to break them. And that's the plan, to break them, that they not be successful like Serena and Venus. These ladies went through a lot, and they need to give the credit where credit is due. And Coco Gauff, Sloane, and Naomi Osaka, they are the future of tennis. I pray for them. I wish them all the best. I want to see them win. I want to see them successful, but they don't understand. And I hope that the parents and them listen to this video. You need to protect your daughters. They are being attacked out there spiritually and mentally. And these people that are coming after them, they're all there to naturally to destroy them mentally, to say things, to stir up the pot. And you guys need to not fall for the traps. I see the traps that are out there. That's why I create this channel. It's not for likes and views and to do YouTube and stuff. This is a business. This is just to show you guys and bring it to you guys' attention. That's it. That's what I create this channel for. Just to give you guys some tips and heads up and keep it moving. So peace, love, and blessing. Please like, subscribe, share. You'll hear more from me soon. Bye.